Is it working now? What is happening? I can see that I have volume, so it should be working. Am I still muted? Holy crap. We can hear. Okay, jeez. I don't know what changed. Because nothing on here says it was muted. Strange. Okay, but let me repeat. But hello. So basically, yes, I'm streaming at a normal time, not at midnight anymore, or at least not for today's stream. I also don't know how long I will be streaming for, so it'll be still kind of like an undetermined time. But we are going to be doing a little bit of work on this redraw right now. Okay, also, I was talking a little bit about the little crowns in chat. I don't know why YouTube introduced this feature. I can't turn it off for some reason, so just ignore the crowns if you can. Must be the wind. I don't know, because like nothing on my end said it was muted. My mic is also saying it's not muted at the time, and then, you know, I could see my levels and everything, so it's strange. Okay, but we're gonna be working on this today because I want to get a few redraws finished throughout the year. So I want to start off strong and not lose energy too quickly. But hopefully you guys have been doing well. I think probably later in the summer, since it's not summer quite yet, I will hop back into streaming. There's like a few more things I have to focus on first before that can happen, and I can have like less interruptions. Crowns look kind of cool. I feel like they're a little distracting. But yes, we're gonna be doing Lisa. I think for next Saturday's video, I will be drawing Kaya and Amber's because I'm tackling a lot of my old drawing set. I've done like closer to 2020 or like almost to 2021, I think. But feel free to draw along or just chat. And I'm just gonna be working on the coloring. Let me think. Maybe I'll show you guys the time lapse first. Hello. Welcome, welcome. This one I wanted to keep it somewhat similar. I think I mentioned in Saturday's video that the first few might have similar poses to their actual old versions before I make like new versions of some of the other characters. Do I play Wuthering Waves or any of the characters? Do you like any of the characters from the game? I don't know that many characters. I don't play currently because I don't want to play too many gacha games. I already picked up like Reverse 1999 and I play that and Honkai Star Rail the most. Genshin has been on the very back burner, so I just haven't had the time to kind of like commit to another gacha game. But a few of my friends really like Wuthering Waves, so I'd like by osmosis see some of the characters, but I don't know their names, so I can't really answer that question fully, I guess. Always love your rendering, thank you. So we're gonna try our best to get through majority of the coloring today, and then hopefully some rendering is kind of the goal. Hello, I love unicorns. Welcome, welcome. You're drawing Mitzi right now? Ah, alien stage. Always break my brain. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a warmer tinge here. I don't know if it's my phone that I'm using for reference. I'm surprised I made Lisa so warm in terms of the purple I used for this one. It's kind of more like a cooler purple. Did you catch up with the Genshin story at the moment recently? I think I'm still 2 patches behind. I'm slowly catching up. I'm taking a very long time. I think I'm wrapping up Natland, or I just finished Natland. I don't really remember. You're here an hour before school. Nice. Cookie Run Kingdom characters would look cute in your style. I love the characters from Cookie Run. I would just be a little confused whether or not I want to draw them like in their cookie forms, or if like I would humanize them, if that makes sense. But because I don't know a lot about the characters, I might do a little bit of research if I ever draw them to fully grasp them. There's a lot of the designs and like color palettes and stuff that I really love from those characters. I really want to draw along with you. What or who should I draw? Draw your most recent hyperfixation of a character. Because I feel like that's always my go-to recently. So it's been a lot of YouTubers. That are your OCs. Always give your own original characters a lot of love if you can. Ooh, practicing shape design, that's exciting. I think that's always fun to do, shape design. Love the drawing, thank you. Oh, Sakura Puri, how are you today? I'm doing good. I had the urge to stream today, so I ate my dinner early, I have like everything set up and sorted out. Cause I thought it'd be more productive for me to finish a redraw instead of like going back in and like playing games. Even though it would be like nice to take another break, but today has been such a slow day. I should work on stuff. I need to edit later today as well. You saw Lisa in game. Welcome. F1. Oh, interesting. F1 is in like car racing? I don't know if there's like any other context for F1. I'm assuming that's what it is. But I'm hoping to get at least a good portion of the rendering done today. That would be the most ideal. Speedrun for OC reference sheets? That's fun. OC reference sheets are always fun to do. Good luck with them. Yes, okay. Just making sure I'm not like misinterpreting what F1 is. Oh, art fight. I wish I could participate this year. Actually, when does art fight occur? I feel like I won't be able to, but it would be fun to draw other people's characters. I hope hers won't take too long to actually like render. I'm trying to keep everything fairly clean for the most part. July 1st? Ah, Canada Day. Maybe I'll be able to. We'll see. I need to look up some of the requirements and stuff because I don't remember if the things you have to submit are like a certain size for references, so maybe I'll take a look. What do you do for art fight? Last year I tried to join, but I was already too late. I believe it's just like you draw art for other people and you're in like participating teams, and to earn points you have to basically send drawings of people's characters back to them, I guess. It seems like a gigantic, almost like art trade kind of thing. Do you have a favorite anime or donghua? I like to be Hero X is new, and I really like the 2D, 3D-ish art style. I think someone told me about that one. At the moment, I don't think I have like a favorite anime. All of them are like for nostalgia purposes because like I haven't watched anything new. I guess like manga wise, Witch Hat Atelier is still like on the top of my list. Someone recommended, or I watched on somebody's stream, that there's something called like Ichi the Witch. I kind of want to give that one a read as well. I'm really liking the fantasy genre, fantasy slice of life. So if anyone has that kind of recommendation. I also want to read like Ascendant of a Bookworm? Something like that. I would like to also watch. You need a new tablet? Oh my god, everything is so laggy. I hope it's not my stream actually. I can't gauge how the internet is here. Lemony, welcome. Art fight is basically similar to art trading, but fighting each other. Two different teams get points, I think. Yeah, I think like they have themed teams. You get to be put into one or the other team, and they rack up points by drawing other people's characters and sending them their art pieces. I think it's a cute activity or like event that people do every year, which I think is kind of nice. Lisa redraw is fun, but I'm missing drawing right now. My Apple Pencil is broken. Ah! Hopefully you can get a replacement for your Apple Pencil, or if there's like an alternative way for you to draw, then I hope you find that. I was in like a weird art slump. I think it's because like my impromptu trip, no matter what I did to draw, nothing was turning out, so I was like very demoralized. I think a lot of you guys should check out Art Fight though. Especially like if you just want to draw a lot in the summer or something. Or want to draw a lot of characters. I think that's probably a good way to do it. I hope there's not like a limit, because I feel like I do draw kind of fast. But I would like to participate if I can. July 1st actually isn't too bad. It'll be after my friend's wedding. And before I have to go on another trip, so I should have time actually. So maybe I'll check it out. Is your gloves black? It's like a black brown. So like when we actually start rendering Lisa, I will get rid of this reference and then have our actual piece as the little reference window. Because zooming in and out is probably going to be very dizzying for people. It isn't, don't worry. Ah, okay. Hopefully you can get a new one day, NOX. Ah, Yotsuba. I actually never consumed any media of Yotsuba. I just like the character because she looks so adorable. Because it's the girl with the green hair, right? And like pigtails. It kind of gave me, not exactly Nichijou, but I feel like it's in that realm of like Nichijou, Lucky Star, maybe No Non Biyori. Are you excited about Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is coming out in 2 years? Fun fact, I don't really watch movies or consume like that much media in general, I guess. So I wouldn't know too much about it. But if you're excited, then I'm glad. Like the last movie I watched like in theaters, I think was Inside Out. So it was a long time ago. And then I watched, what was the most recent movie? Oh wait, ah dang, 1 second. Not gonna lie, I thought if I stream at this time I wouldn't get phone calls. It's like unavoidable. Why? It's good if you draw a lot in Art Fit, it helps your team a lot. Okay. I draw fairly quickly, technically, I would say. Unless like I do full render to the maximum degree, then it'll take me several hours. But I feel like in a couple of hours I am able to churn out a drawing fairly quickly. But I also probably need to see how complex of the drawings people submit, because I don't want to accidentally be like not up to people's standards. How many hours does it usually take to draw? Anywhere between, I think nowadays, 3 hours till infinite. In the past, I think when I used to draw like where Venti was, Amber, Kaya, like that era of Genshin drawing, so like the very earliest. Besides that, the drawings were more on the simple side anyways, but they've taken like, I think anywhere between like 1.5 hours to under 3 hours, so they were like super quick. But now I take a lot longer. I think it's also because like my rendering process just takes longer in general. I want to add more orangey tinge. It could be sketches, flat colors, slightly rendered, or fully. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Yep, it's the girl with green hair. Okay, perfect. I'll definitely check it out because I love slice of life, kind of chill, less pressure, kind of like pick up and drop kind of animes where I don't have to be following a plot like super duper close. With that being said, I'm waiting for Ginpachi Sensei because I really like Gintama. So them having kind of like a spin-off series I am excited for. Does it depend on what date Art Fight begins though? I think people said July 1st. Should be fine. Holy crap, you're a VTuber? I do have a VTuber model. Yes, yes. So I'm planning to get a sketchbook after I finish all my sketchbooks. I want a mixed media sketchbook that's not too big but also not too small. Any suggestions? What dimensions is too big? And what dimensions is too small? Because I feel like there is a mixed media sketchbook that people tend to gravitate towards, and I think it's a pretty good size. Like, it's smaller than A4 and bigger than A5, if I remember correctly. Watching your vids always give me motivation to draw. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Bluey. Good morning. The only rule is basically respect each other's character. Okay, awesome. Because I would love to participate in it. I don't know if I will do it for like a video or anything like that. I think I'll just draw. Because I like drawing other people's characters when there's like no pressure. I might open up commissions again in the summer as well. Because it's been a while. And it'll be fun to just like earn extra from commissions so that I can commission other people. Because right now I'm commissioning one of my friends to draw the rest of my OCs because I love her chibi so much. They're so cute. I think Ginpachi Sensei comes out late this year. I think it's in the autumn or winter season. When are you gonna open up your online shop? Once I figure out tariffs. Tariffs are one of the problems with my shop right now because I don't really want to make people pay extra. So I think what I'm going to be doing is that early July I will be opening up Patreon, and that will be for a sticker club. Like purely a sticker club, or like sticker and print probably. So I would like to do something like that monthly. And I think you guys seen like a sneak peek of the stickers that will be like the first one. I'm probably gonna make an extra one for the first month just as like a thank you. But it'll be mostly like OC related. So if you like any of my OCs and want to like receive stickers and like occasional maybe photo cards or art prints of them, then look forward to that. Otherwise, yeah, I think for the most part, I'm gonna wait until the tariff situation gets a little bit better, or if I figure out a good compromise, then I will open up my store again. But I'll also do that once I design a few new notebooks and sticker books, because that's like on my list of things that I want to do. As well as like revamp a lot of these drawings, because a lot of the ones that I have initially on my shop, I do plan to replace. Do you think you're better at drawing girls or boys? Ooh, I actually don't know. I think I prefer drawing boys, but I have like a very specific type that I draw more than I do. Like, I like the cutesy type, if that makes sense. But I also like drawing like females or girls a lot, especially if they're also on the cutesy side. Because I even think this year, because the amount that I've doodled and drawn like Reimu. Why? I've muted it. It's an unknown caller. I'm not picking up. The coincidence of the phone calls, jeez, I can't escape them. I should just tell everybody I'm streaming. Tell them not to call me. Yeah, I like drawing like sweet demeanored characters the most. But like I was saying, because the amount that I've drawn Reimu this year, probably I might have drawn girls more than I did draw guys this year. But I guess like visually, I guess like my favorite type to draw, if I had to put like a character to it, someone similar to Ike Eveland. Where? Kind of like cute, but like a little bit Ike man. It's probably that type, or like Danho. Kaya might fall a little bit under that kind of category, I guess. Even though he's more fully Ike man-ish. Hey Rin, if I did fan art of you, can I tag you on Twitter? Do you have Twitter? Yes, you can tag me on Twitter or Instagram is where usually I will be able to see it. I, for some reason, think if you tag me on Instagram, sometimes I will miss it. For some reason, it just doesn't show. So Twitter is probably the best bet, probably, if you want me to see it for sure. I just get less notifications on there, I think. When did you think that you wanted to start a YouTube channel? Who's threatening you? That's so funny. For the YouTube thing, I started YouTube technically because me and my friends just showed each other our drawing processes, and there was like no way at the time to really show each other. I think later on, when streaming for like art became more of a thing, there's something called literally livestream.com, I think, and a lot of people would use that, and that's how I would show my friends afterwards. But we used to use like Hypercam 3 or 2 or whatever was out at the time, screen record how we drew things. It's not even like sped up footage, it was just like 10 minutes of like us working on something and trying to show how we drew certain things, like, oh, I really like how you colored eyes, can you show me how to do it? So my friends and I would just like screen record, send each other the footage, and we didn't know that they were like public. I'm sure my friends' channels are both still up as well, but that's like the main reason I even made one. Later on, like during my 17 fandom days where I was like more hardcore about it, I did more like animations and like speed draws and stuff, and I wanted to show them to other carrots, so that's like another reason why I had the channel get like low-key rebranded. Because I didn't make it thinking like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, if that makes sense. Imagine trying to scam Rin and she's like, I'm live streaming, do not disturb. Probably. I'm wondering if it's like one of my mom's relatives or something, because it's like one of those long distant numbers. But what time would it be actually? Let me check what time it is. 9 in the morning. It could be them. Highly plausible now. Oh, thank you very much for coming. Bye bye. I don't know, there's so many things I want to draw for like my friends. But I'll do it in the summer, because there's like, once my friend answers my DM about a certain question, I want to make her a moving wallpaper. Because I think it'll look very cute. And I want to get better at like using Live 2D, like in general, because I would love to revamp my VTuber model a little bit better. Let's see. Oh, it's 9 AM here too. Oh. It's 7:30 PM where I am. I knew like probably streaming this, it's technically late-ish compared to when I should be streaming. Especially like on a Sunday, a lot of it might be not as ideal for some people because it might be Monday morning for you guys. New viewer here, but seeing your process really made anatomy sketches click for me, and the ASMR is so calming. Thank you! I'm glad it could help a little bit. My anatomy is far from perfect, so definitely do some follow-ups after learning the way how I typically do them. I bought some books because we went to a certain bookstore in Hong Kong during one of the last days of our trip. So I might do a few studies. I don't know if I'll do them for a video, but if I ever do them in my sketchbook, I'll show you guys eventually. Because I bought one specifically for hands and feet. I think one's for like general anatomy, and then the other one I forget what it is, but it's like all the larger one that I don't remember what it's for. It's all in Chinese, so I'm just gonna base it off of the photo references and all that jazz. Or use Google Translate, one or the other. I'm tired, but I need to go out and cram art. Hopefully you get enough sleep then. Welcome, welcome. Ah, Malaysia. I guess it would be similar time to a certain area in China as well. Also, apologies if I go a bit silent. I'm gonna try my best to really hunker down, try to finish this. So I need to do the patterning on her hat. She has a design on her glove, which I will probably do later. I don't remember the last time I've drawn Lisa, to be honest. It's super early for her to stream. You mean more recently? Typically I would stream between 1 to 5 if I were to revert back to my old schedule. One day I will. Because I think during the time when I used to stream consistently, it's one of my most productive times, I think. I drew so much nowadays. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can do like 2 actual full drawings this week. Who knows? Planning to do more. Hello, welcome, welcome. But if you guys are drawing along, feel free to let everyone else know, I guess, what you're drawing. See, some people are going to be on summer break soon too. More shine. No worries. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though. Thank you. Lines. Really love the colors. Thank you. Purple. Oh wait, I don't know if I've talked about this before. There was this really cute family who came to my table during OdaFest, and my friend's like really good with like smaller kids, so she was asking them like what were their favorite colors were and like showing them stickers, and one of them's like, oh, I really like blue, and then this other girl's like, I really like pink, and they're like really small, like maybe like around 4 or 5. And then the mom was like, oh, who's the artist here, because I think they really like purple. Because I use purple a lot in my drawings. It didn't help that like a good chunk of my purple illustrations were all together in one cluster. But it was just funny how she said it. Because I do like using purple in my drawings for a fair amount of like shading or adding it to like other colors for shadows or light. So it's always fun. Drawing your OCGA. Doing traditional art once my goal is to finish my sketchbook this year. Oh, that's exciting. Good luck with finishing your sketchbook this year. F1OC with my friends F1OC. Oh, that's cool. Wait, that's cute. I think it's cute to have matching OCs with your friends. Also, what is happening here? Patterning on her hat. So off. How can I do this? Shamer, welcome. Character icon? What character icon? I don't know which one you're referring to. Hello, Christy Chang. Welcome, welcome. I must really like purple. I don't know. Purple I like using as like a color when drawing. Like I use purple a lot to help like bridge colors or just like to add accents or to deepen colors, all that stuff. But my favorite color I think is like closer to like my stream layout. Kind of like mint to green to blue kind of ish colors. And no matter how many like items I own that are like teal, turquoise, mint-ish color, my mom will always believe, no matter what, that my favorite color is pink. I'll give my friends the pass because they're like, oh, you must like pink because of 17. But like, truly, I like pink more because of 17. But it's mostly like carrot colors that makes my brain buzz a little bit. The color combination of pink and blue has always been nice. I feel like this is still wrong. How do I do this actually? Get wider. For some reason I can't imagine the patterning unless I did like almost a grid for it all. You're currently sketching Ren. I love Aluna. That's cute. Ren's also like visually a character I would really want to draw like a lot more, but I haven't really drawn Ren. His music is also really good. Because he has a really nice voice too. You might be biased, but purple is the best color to use. Fair. You were doing Jinx from Arcane? Ah. A lot of people recommend Arcane. For some reason I'm just not compelled to watch it. Maybe one day. New iPad? Your keeps crashing Procreate. Hopefully it's not due to the lack of space on your iPad. But if you're using Procreate and you have no use for time lapses, I highly recommend just getting rid of them. I might even lower Lisa's hat even more. So having this gigantic white is throwing me off. Which means I will have more of her, this base part exposed. Then we'll fix this up. I've been missing watching your videos. I love watching them. It feels relaxing. Thank you, Night Sky Animation. Appreciate it. I like how you incorporated the purple into the brown hair and how you added it to the skin. Your art is super pretty and it really inspires me to learn more about art. Oh, thank you! I think that's why purple is so versatile. It's just fun to add like the pre-existing colors into like other areas. I do want to push her hair a little bit more because it's more monochromatic on this side. So we'll see, but thank you. I think we're almost done with her rough colors, and then we'll do a little bit of some extra blend modes to fix the lighting and add a bit more shadow to some of the areas, and then after that we can start with the rendering, which will probably be the bulk of this stream. So you don't feel compelled to watch Arcane? I don't know. I don't know if it's because like I don't watch a lot of series in general. I know a lot of people have nothing but like praise for that show. I'm just not compelled for whatever reason. But I'm also like not deterred from it either. Like if someone told me like, oh, let's watch it together, then I would definitely do that. 5.7 patch for Genshin. I'm just excited which direction they're going right now. I really need to fully catch up soon. Also, I think JP VAs for the Genshin characters. Varka is Sugita, which is the same voice actor for Gentoki from Gintama. And then I think Duran? Is his name Duran? I think it's Hane Natsuki. I might change my language to JP at that point. Because I really like those voice actors. I'm waiting for Kaji Yuki to voice somebody. I don't know if he ever will for Genshin. I can only hope. Because I think Kaji Yuki is one of my favorite JP seiyus. At least for like the males. Watch it for the art, in my opinion. Ah. Probably. Maybe. One day. One day I'll watch it. Some part grossed you out? Ah. Is that a gory show? I feel like it might not be, but I don't know too much about it. Hello, Chalky Milk. Super tired, but I'm not missing a stream from one of my idols today. Please get some rest, though. Which characters from HSR should I draw? I've been trying to decide for the past few minutes. I say take whoever's like you're on your current team, put them in a randomizer and draw whoever. I think Honkai Star Rail, it's a fun game. I think it's much easier if you want to do like grinding your dailies. I like the story for the most part, so I really like Star Rail a lot. praying for Katsuyuki on Genshin one day? Exactly! Hello, Gia. I'm waiting for Katsuyuki. Also, I need to look up a better reference for Lisa. Because I don't know what her earring looks like. Guess it's more like... Butterfly wings. So I'm just gonna add the lighter color into here. Oh, welcome. And you're not late. I feel like we didn't get too far in the stream, so you're okay. I don't know. I've never seen enough scenes in Arcane for me to know if it does or it doesn't. Have you played Cookie Run Kingdom before? I have not. It was kind of like one of the games at the time, like when Genshin came out, and then Cookie Run kind of had its spike. Because technically it's not its first game, right? I think? Or like it had a series prior to it or something like that. But basically, the characters are very much up my alley and like the whole aesthetic and stuff because I like cute things. But I don't know, I just couldn't commit to another gacha. And then I played Reverse 1999. I will do like a little deep dive into the characters or something, because my brain, I wish I would play Cookie Run Kingdom. I don't know if I'll be too like far or too behind to play it. We'll see, because I also might be playing Fantasy Life way too much right now, so I don't know if I want to pick up another game currently. Like, I haven't played OnStars in a while. Project Sekai I did delete off my phone. And I will re-download it maybe, because I want to draw the characters again. There's too many games out there to play. Because like when I went to Hong Kong, I played Stardew Valley a little bit, like on the plane and at the airport. But like I don't game too much because I love spending my free time drawing. It's like I mentioned, to take a break from drawing, I do more drawing. I just change it up. I legit do not get bored of drawing. Art block? Sometimes. Art funk? Sometimes. But I will never get sick of drawing. Okay, we're gonna fix the lighting a little bit. Oh, thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Bluey. Thank you. I'll definitely stream more in the future. I am gonna work my way up back to being consistently streaming. At least like twice a week like I used to. Logged in HSR for a long time. I feel like both... Well, I think like a lot of gacha games, they just have like so much content that I think it's easy to get burnt out from it. Especially because like a lot of the story and all that is hours of content. So a lot of people try to play it in one sitting maybe, and you might get burnt out really quickly. I think like that's what kind of happened to me. Like I just get busy with other things and then I don't feel compelled to play the story because I know how egregiously long it is. But I still like am interested in the plot and the story, so like I will eventually come back and complete it. I'll probably put in the actual like patterning of her hat afterwards, so I don't have to dodge it when coloring. Can't be the only one in the stream who has played Splatoon, right? I think a lot of people do. I would have loved to get into Splatoon. It's like one of those games that would have been fun to play also with my brother. And your hobby is work and both drawing, yeah. You just gotta keep switching it up and changing mediums too. I think you mentioned in the past that you went to art school. I'm planning to go as well. Do you have any any advice in general? To be honest, I technically didn't go to an art school. I went to like a normal university. Technically, I think I don't even know if it's the #1 university in my province, but I went to a university and at that university I majored in fine arts and then I also did a little bit of design, but the curriculum I would say would be different compared to if you went to an actual art school, because I think the electives are different and your requirements and your focus is very different. So for me, because it's just like a normal university, you still have to take like your science electives, your art electives, whichever is like part of your degree requirements. And then, because like luckily what is it called? The psychology courses I took technically counted as sciences. I also took calculus, even though I should have took like econ or something else. But the way that at least my university structured our program is that you basically you dabble into too many areas without like a super big focus until your 4th year. So a lot of us at the very end, especially I feel like my graduating year was a very confused group. Because when we read other people's what is it called? Like a graduation book? Or we had to hold like a grad show at the very end as our last kind of project. So you would have to like usually put what exactly you majored in, and a lot of us had 2 or 3. So like for me, I had drawing, printmaking, and painting as like my final focuses, I guess, in my graduating year. A lot of people had the same thing. A lot of people had intermedia. Some people had sculpture. Trying to think what else is there as well. Like I'm sure it was different for like the ID students, like industrial design, VCD students, all that stuff. But when you go to like an actual art school, I'm assuming you're able to actually have like more of a exact focus that you can actually work towards rather than just generic focus where even your profs don't know what exactly you're going to be doing. Like none of my profs knew how to really work with watercolors, which was disappointing for myself because I switched over to doing watercolors for my final year and I did my entire graduation kind of project revolving around ink washes and watercolor. And that's when I started doing like a lot of floral stuff, is like during my 3rd and 4th year of uni. I started really drawing like more floral patterning. I did a lot of plants and foliage. That's when I did a lot of portraiture as well. So it really depends. I think definitely do a lot of research in like the areas that you're interested in. Ours is a little bit too vague, if anything. Try to draw every day. As long as you don't get too burnt out, then I think that's great. Kind of why you didn't start the new art conquest yet? Yeah, I think art conquests And I don't really remember what they're called for Honkai Star Rail. I often play like the events and like the little side quest things, but I don't do the actual main story. Like I'm still, I think both Genshin and Star Rail, I'm 2 patches behind, so I'm gonna do like a major catch up eventually. My life goals is to draw like you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Just draw a lot whenever you can, and as long as you enjoy drawing, then I think you're doing well. You want to draw more, but college won't let me. The stupid thing is, like, for me, I was the most productive during uni, even though I don't know if it's like resentment towards my own art projects, but I drew so much for like personal art during my uni days. Playing Splatoon as a competitive player is like very complicated since the meta in that game is unbalanced, so I never enjoyed it so much. I've only seen people more or less like play kind of casually, so I know nothing about the meta. But it kind of sucks if that makes it like less enjoyable for you. But I guess like a lot of people lose that spark and joy from a video game once it turns like super competitive, I guess. Oh no, having to wake up at 4 if I had to prepare to go to college, which is 2 hours away. Oh no, now I can see why. Yeah. Commuting is definitely like a big time sink. Like I know a lot of my friends who had to commute because they technically lived outside of the city area. They would just sleep during that time because it was such a long commute. And then like debate whether or not they'll come into class whenever there's like a ridiculous amount of snow, because there's always so little kids. I mean kids, I mean students that even attend classes when there's too much snow. I was fortunate enough to live super close to campus, so I just went to class regardless. Let's see. Hello, Detective Pikachu. She looks so good so far in your redraw. Thank you. I have to head out, but gamba on the stream and drawing. Thank you, Gia. Thank you, thank you. Have a good rest of your day as well, and thank you for dropping by. Hello, Kate. I remember when I was in middle school, I used to plan on going to art school. To be honest, it took me a while to convince my parents to allow me to go, technically. Because initially I was going to go to a school in my city that would have had a more focus on a certain type of art. It was more like animation and kind of like character design is what I probably would have went into. But by the time like I got the okay from my parents, the applications for that one closed. You know, in typical kind of like Asian parents, sometimes they don't even care like what you major in, they care about like the school you attend, which is why like I had to go to a very specific, some people might consider it like a pretty okay school, so my parents cared more about that. Same with like my older brother. And luckily, because he went to the same university as me, I had a place to live. Because he was already renting an apartment. Also, remember to hydrate. Hello, Alicia. Welcome, welcome. I'm assuming your art profs didn't appreciate anime art. So majority of them did not, which is kind of like why I focused more on doing like portraiture, like actual portraiture. I did do a little bit of stylization. I did have one prof. Actually, I'm trying to think. Yes, I think I had one prof in my design course who really embraced it, because he wanted me to do like tarot cards, or like we had like a card project. Everyone was like iffy about this design prof, but he was very open, which I found great. But for the most part, I personally didn't really show that I did a lot of like anime art to any of my profs, so a lot of them thought I just did a lot of like portraiture anyways. Trying to think in what situation did I actually have to show any of my anime styled art. I think there was not really anywhere other than like if I did like children book illustration, I'll do a lot of like my chibi-ish stuff for that. But I don't think they clocked it as anime per se. They probably just clocked it as something like cutesy cartoony. Also, my high school teacher, she was very open. Like, I had no problem drawing anime, K-pop, all that stuff in front of her. She was very supportive. And she's still, what I'm gonna say is like my favorite art teacher ever. Gonna have to fix her jaw a little bit, but I think coloring wise we might be ready to do a little bit of merging here. Actually, yeah, let me change my line colors really quick and then we'll merge it. Okay. Erase some of these lines. Hello, Star Girl. Welcome, welcome. Ah, redrawing an old drawing I did a Kokomi. I also need to redraw my Kokomi. Oh my god, it looks so good. Thank you, Dylan. I'm currently watching your live on my laptop. How are you all doing? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well. Are you going to redraw someone like Kaya next, or has he been done already? Or is Lisa your first redraw after Venti? She is my first redraw after Venti. I'm trying to knock her out of kind of my list early because I want to do Kaya and Amber together, but I most likely will do recording for that, so I don't want to include Lisa probably in that section anymore. There's a lot that I want to redraw if we go all the way down to my Genshin one. So we have Amber that I want to redraw. I have a different one of Xingqiu, so this one's not really a contender. We already redrew Venti. I'm gonna redraw Kaya. D-Luke, I've already done a redraw a long time ago. There's a bunch of ones in here. Xinyan, I still like this one. I will attempt redrawing her to see if I can give her a little bit more spunk, but if not, I'll keep this one. Who else is there? Barbara I never finished. Ganyu I would like to redo. Yanfei I technically redrew. Child, Ayaka, Chongyun, even Bennett, Shogun, this Kokomi. There's a lot I want to redraw because like a lot of the characters I think I want to redraw are the ones that I personally just like in general as well. But I am going to probably put everybody on a little roulette wheel thing. And I will kind of juggle between drawing new characters and doing redraws. Because there's a lot of characters, especially in Star Rail, that I really just want to tackle and draw. Because Star Rail, I've done definitely less of the characters. Not really many of my old ones have like the plain solid background. Like I already redrawn this March. Where is it? Danheng. This one never became a print. Is this gonna freeze on me? My Procreate is frozen. There we go. Redrawn March. So I don't really have to do these ones again, because like I said, I might redraw Blade though, and maybe Welt. We'll see. There's like a few characters that I feel like I need to do justice. Gonna get rid of some of these lines, and like I said, I'll do the patterning for her glove afterwards. March is one of my favorites to draw, I think, if I can draw her. I want to draw like some of her other outfits because she has so many cute ones. Or like the Danheng collab one, the one with the glasses I want to draw. Oh, did I show you guys the one that I drew on the plane? So after I finished this Reimu, because I finished her on the plane going to Hong Kong, and then after that I started a new drawing, which is this one. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But I did this one on the plane, and then I worked on it a little bit when we were at a hotel in China a little bit later. But I didn't get very much progress done after that because I was having like a love-hate relationship with anything I was drawing during that trip. Ooh, we have a lot. Kind of fix up. That's a lot of them, yeah. There's a lot I want to redraw. To be honest, this reminds me that I should redraw some Genshin characters I've done. I remember the first drawing on Procreate being Hu Tao, and she desperately needs a redraw since my style is different now. I think it's fun doing a redraw after like a few years, or even a few months, depending on like where your art's at. Because I remember the one that I did of March 7th. It was only a few months, I think, in between. I just knew I didn't like that one of March 7th, like, after I finished it, so she definitely needed a redraw. So what I'm going to do is hopefully I fixed up the edges so that they don't turn super light. And then we're gonna make a new layer. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate this one. Keep it here. Keep these in their own group. Change this to multiply. And then we'll see how much I can fix up some of these shadows to be a little bit darker. I feel like my neighbors are around. I should close my window. Okay, let's see. Hello, Digimon One. Welcome, welcome. Best way to record my iPad to film myself drawing? I think it depends. If you have access to your phone and like either like a webcam arm or a clip or something, you can definitely set it up that way. Some people do screen recording. There's a bunch of ways. How to stream on your iPad? I screen mirror to my computer and then use OBS to capture it. So I use Reflector 4. Unfortunately, you do have to pay for it. I used to have like a workaround for a different program, but I think after they've changed their licensing and program just like overall, I don't think you can use it for free with the same like application. Oh, I keep forgetting to turn off my Twitch notifications. But basically, if you have like a way to screen mirror your iPad to your computer, then your computer should be able to allow itself to be captured by like Streamlabs or Streamlabs OBS. Or just OBS, I mean. You guys can't hear my neighbors, can you? I don't know how clear it picks up. Hello, Kayla. Welcome. Because if you can hear them, maybe I'll close my window. I'll definitely make like a redraw or two into an ASMR version as well. Or like even a start to finish. I want to get back into doing those again. So, lock this. I don't know if I need stronger lighting. Why? The way you render is great, thank you. Nope, okay, cool. Muffled noises, besides that it's fine. Okay, as long as they're not like screaming, because they are like littler kids. And I guess my window faces their backyard-ish area. Oops, accidentally alpha locked this. What I want to do is layer clip. They might get louder. I will close it eventually. Kind of like the rim of the hat. I won't make this as bright. Glow to her highlights. Okay. And then I'll add probably a slight overlay, and then I think we'll be ready to fully render. I'm currently drawing a meme, but the characters I chose to draw are Pure Vanilla Cookie and Shadow Milk Cookie. I know Pure Vanilla Cookie, I don't know which one's Shadow Milk Cookie. I'm always curious whenever you guys like bring up their names, Because they have such cute names too. Okay, I think should be good though. Okay, let's merge this down. Maybe I'll shut the window. Add flavor to the music? No. 1 second. Okay, hopefully closing the window drowns them out. Okay. Yeah, they're like younger kids, so they're playing on like a hammock or a swing or something, because I always hear like rattling of metal, so it's something. So earlier you said you haven't done an art fight ever, or event, correct, yes. I have not done one in the past. I've heard of them, and I've had a few friends participate in them in the past, so I would like to eventually, maybe this year. We'll see. I need to see what is the requirements for like references and stuff so that I can submit my own as well as be able to draw for other people. I think it'd be nice to do because it'd be nice to do over the summer as well. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Detective Pikachu. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. A lot of people have played Cookie Run Kingdom because of Shadow Milk Cookie. I need to know which cookie this is. You guys are gonna convert me. Shadow Milk Cookie. Oh! Oh my lord. Their colors. Oh my god. Okay, seriously. So many of the cookie designs are so cute. Hello, Natalie. Whoops. Let me get this cookie off of my screen. Okay. I actually don't know how much of an overlay I would need because I don't know exactly what direction I need to put this in. Let me make this a lot cooler. Then I don't know if I want to make this just warmer. Maybe. The before and after always looks not that harsh. But gives it a little bit more of an interesting color, so I'm gonna leave it. Reps can be anything on ArtFight. Is there like a size requirement for them? Because I don't know if there's like my files are too big or something. You have time to prepare for ArtFight, so it should be fun. Take your time. I think like I'll see what I need to do. Just because June will be busy, and then I have my friend's wedding at the end of the month. I love him because of his colors. The colors are nice. The colors are like up my alley too. Okay, so let's get rid of this one. Why is she sideways? I hate. Why is the reference always like this? I can't double tap this. Jeez, appropriate why? I didn't even start this canvas horizontally. So I don't know why it's like that. Oh well. Time for rendering. Might move her pupil. It's towards the center. I'm low-key slowly making progress for my OC reference sheets. Good luck with that. On the topic of Cookie Run Kingdom, bro, Black Sapphire Cookie surpassed Affogato Cookie as my favorite simply by existing. Honestly, I'm not even mad about it. Are they a pretty cookie? I feel like you like a lot of the pretty ones. So, let's see. Black Sapphire. Oh, cute. Cute design. Hello, Black Rose. Welcome. 8,000 by 8,000. You're free to make references. Any sites that is under these limits. Also, thumbnails have that exact size limit. Ah, okay. Thumbnails do. Interesting. Okay, thank you. Also, I can also do research myself later, but thank you for letting me know. How many OCs do you have in total? Also, do you have plans on having more OCs? More OCs in the future, probably. Currently, I have 6 main ones and 2 that are in the works still. Plus, I guess technically Selwyn, so I think technically I have 9, unless I count Hansuke and Kumabon, but I think 9 human OCs, because I do have Hansuke as well, and like the teddy bear character for Kaisen. Because I think he'll be part of like Hansuke's little world. Eye feels a lot more squashed. It's probably because I liquefied it. Try all the cookies. A lot of you guys are in the Cookie Run Kingdom. It makes me tempted, but I can't afford to play another game, honestly. Currently drawing one of my characters for an anime that I'll probably never get to. Oh, interesting. I'm kind of curious how much anime it is. Ah, watch other people's art fight videos? I definitely will. I think last year I watched like a few. Because last year I think was when I was planning on joining, but then by the time I think I was able to join, it was already too late. Or like I considered it too late. Ah, welcome to the stream, Still Knight. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna have to move her entire iris because I don't know which way she's looking. I think that looks a little bit better. Meter, thank you. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm glad this is like an okay time for some people. Not like an absurd time for streaming. One eye, more or less fully rendered. I'm gonna quickly work on her face before I work on the other eye, I think. I kinda wanna fix this lash. I like it a little bit more. Tokyo Debunker brain rot? I feel like I've heard of Tokyo Debunker. Maybe. Is actually one of the reasons I could actually focus on schoolwork. Good luck with the schoolwork though. What? People do it early around May or June for the art fight? Really? Holy. That's early. Hello, Dragon Fox Star. Welcome. Do you guys have Twitter, TikTok, etc.? Because I don't, I'm afraid to be on it, but I feel like if I don't, people will think I'm chronically offline. I feel like you don't have to be specifically on every social media to be considered online, I guess. And I feel like as long as you deem whatever social media that you're using not exactly like toxic or bad for your mental health, then I think that's like good enough than being on every possible social media platform where like the potential for any toxicity and all that stuff might be more damaging to your mental health. So just do whatever's comfortable with your mental health, your sanity, whatever, or even just like your boundaries. Because it doesn't matter if you're offline or online. As long as like whatever you're doing makes sense for yourself, then I think that's all that matters. feel like my lips are so dry. I think that's like one thing I didn't miss. Like even though I don't like humidity that much, the dryness here also drives me up the wall. It's too dry in the city. I feel like a lot of people are drawing art fight. Oh, welcome back, Bluey. In terms of like practicing rainbow, I think it depends on what direction you want to take your art in. I think if you... I'm gonna say this right now because I feel like... I don't know if it's because of the social media or the fact that like art's very accessible now, just in general. I feel like too many people are focused on improving without having the mindset of enjoying art, if that makes sense. It's always like grind, grind, grind. Like what happened to you in just enjoying your art. I think improvement is always good, but your enjoyment from doing and making art should always come first, unless it's for like if you're working on client work or you're applying for something very specific that you need to have like a certain like goal to reach, then you focus on that. But otherwise you can take your time with like practicing your fundamentals, or if you want to play around with color or you want to play with composition, like it's all up to you. And I feel like your improvement should just make you happy and not like the other people happy. Which is why like there's like a weird shift in the art community where it's always focusing on like grind to get better rather than just enjoy drawing. So you don't have to be like a professional, if that makes sense. It's always like, oh, do these 5 things that professional blank artist does so that your art can also look professional. It's like, but not everybody wants to have that same goal. But I think there's like that new pressure now that you always have to be constantly improving. Or like, if you've been drawing for X amount of years, you should be at this level or whatever. Like the freedom and fun of drawing, I feel like is getting less and less for a lot of people. Widen her face. Just a smidge. Yes, everyone stay hydrated and stretch. Like, so many people are caught up on results more so than just process. And I know just because like social media is like more fast-paced and you know people are just gonna see like a glimpse of things, but a lot of people do enjoy like sketches and all that kind of stuff. So focusing on your own art process I think is more important than trying to speed run getting final results, if that makes sense. Cause not gonna lie, even like while I'm doing these redraws are like for nobody else. It's literally for myself. Cause I can't stand looking at my old art anymore. And I want to do these characters justice, and I feel like my younger self, I guess, in this case, did the best that they could at the time. So, you know, redrawing them now just is for my own sake. Like no one has told me like, hey, I want you to redraw your art. I want you to redraw your own art, I mean. I feel like because there's so many also like tutorials nowadays, like almost letting people speedrun certain results, but then when it's time for them to replicate certain things, they can only follow that specific tutorial because they're not letting themselves like kind of explore and understand at a slower pace. Because like I said, unless you have like a specific goal that's like, you need to finish something by a certain time and you need to have like a certain result, then go for it. Like grind your hardest. But otherwise, like no one's telling you you have to be at a certain area or like, does this make sense? I don't know if I'm just rambling to nothing. Draw your own OCs because it's fun for yourself. Sure, it'd be nice to have attention, but what is more valuable than was the process? Yeah. Honestly, art is relative and everyone goes at their own pace. There's no right or wrong way to draw. Yeah, very true. Bye, Sakurai! Thank you very much for coming to the stream. I think that's why I'm a little bit apprehensive in making like tutorials. Like I know some people are like, oh, just show like how you draw blank in your style or whatever. I feel like it's more beneficial to learn fundamentals, and there's like actual professionals out there who teach the fundamentals like properly. Because I understand like wanting to learn how people do certain things stylistically, but as long as like you're not chasing always like that end goal, you know, or like that end result. I just want to say I love your art. You literally made me draw, and I used to be obsessed with your drawing. Draw with me, thank you. I appreciate it, and thank you for stopping by to the stream. Some places on the internet are more toxic than others, and some people push others to be at a certain skill. They should be concentrating on themselves instead of others. Lol. Very true. I think it's just like everyone's being easily influenced, right? Or like they want to be accepted. It's a big one too. Like mostly that's why I enjoy ArtFed. It's like, it's a fun drawing ROCs and I like a challenge. Deadlines also help considerably for me, but I know that's not how everyone feels the same. I feel like if you have your own self-imposed deadlines, it's kind of healthier. But obviously there's like other circumstances where you're gonna be at the mercy of someone else's deadlines, which I think is like perfectly fine, as long as you're able to hold yourself accountable for those. And like, I agree, I do technically like the pressure of deadlines. just because it does push you to actually like complete and like commit. Also, Rin, permission to draw your OCs. I would love to draw Kaisen. Yeah, for sure. Feel free to tag me if you ever post them because I would love to see them. You don't do commissions, right? I haven't opened my commissions in a long time. I'm going to reopen them in the summer once I'm free again. But also, I will attempt to do them on VGen. So I need to check what the exact requirements for certain things on there. Because I had a lovely mutual give me one of their codes. So I would like to do it on there. But also, it's just like the fun of my own. I want to commission my friends. So I want to have like a separate thing where I, you know, save a little bit of my other commission money to commission other people. So it kind of goes full circle. Is this supposed to be hair? Or is this just a strand? What was it in my sketch? I think it's supposed to be a thicker piece. I don't know if I like that though. I'll just get rid of this overall. I really need to turn off my Twitch notifications. I don't know how people are still finding me. I haven't posted to Twitch for like in forever. I'll definitely attack you if you participate in an art fight. I'll do as many as I can, that's for sure. I'll let you guys know if I participate in art fight though. Can you look up specific people in art fight, or is it like coincidence that you see their reference sheet when you're drawing like other people's OCs? Are you on art fight by chance, Rin? Not currently. I'm gonna do research. You guys are very much making like compelling, it's not even arguments, but you guys are convincing me to join this year. I will definitely check whether or not I have enough time, but I would like to. Have you ever thought about doing a collab with Love to Draw Manga? I would love to. I'm a little bit too shy to reach out to people. I think it'll be fun in the future whenever they have time, just to do like a chill drawing stream, like on Magma or something. Could be fun. But I don't want to put pressure on people either, you know what I mean? Because she's very busy with the baby, so I don't want to put pressure on people. Because I think that's my #1 fear, is inconveniencing people. I think collab streams could be fun with just like other people in general. How does VGen work, to be honest? I think it's more like a commissioning website that's specifically made for art commissions, but I don't remember if you have to have like a certain kind of like reputation or whatever. So I'm gonna do a little bit of more research because I don't want to put that person's code to waste either, because I requested it from them when they were doing like a little giveaway. And I'm grateful that they trusted me enough with it, and I need to put it to good use. But I'm gonna have like, I think, a couple of different things available for commissioning in terms of like styles, because I would love to do obviously portraitures or like these kinds of bust up commissions like I usually do. I want to do little chibi ones as well, or like my derp ones. What else did I want to do? I think that's mostly it. I think it's just chibis, these ones. I might do sketch ones or like skeb commissions where you just send me your OC basically and you get like a sketch in return, but you don't really get too much input from it, so it's kind of like a surprise. I don't really remember if that's what skeb is, or there's like a specific type of commission where it's like low-key a surprise on what you get. But that's only like if you trust the artist enough that you like their stuff. I'm cooking up a lot of ideas for making OCs for my game, but when it comes to making it, my motivation drops and I hate it because I don't know how to code in 3D model since I'm still a beginner. I think you still have a lot of time though, right? Star Girl? And I think there's like, I forget which, it's like RPG Maker? Is that what it's called? There's like easy ways to kind of code your games and stuff, right? Or like if you don't want to do like a full 3D, I think pixel art's pretty cute too. You can if OCs or with usernames, so you can look up people, but on the main page you see recently posted characters. Okay. Like mine is Dragon Fox Star, for example, and you can look up under tags like Knights or series like Star Wars to find OCs, or random too. Okay, so I would have to tag it appropriately for people to find specific characters. I see. Oh, RPG Maker costs a lot though. For some reason I thought it was just like an online like coding engine or something. I didn't know it actually costed a lot. That's unfortunate. How does one decide on color palettes? I have a hard time picking corresponding colors. You can definitely look up stuff about color theory, or if you're like in a pinch, look up the specific color you want for your main illustration, and then you can look up that color palette, and then you can see what other people have used in the past. That's what I like to do. If I know I have like a color or two and I want like colors that really match the vibe of it, I will look up like specific color palettes for like a pairing of colors or of like an individual color, just to garner ideas. Oh, is Unity free? Because I know a lot of games are done on Unity. I know nothing about coding or like game engines, so this is very informative. My brain's like thinking about Fantasy Life. I really want to play it. I need to edit after this. But I'm glad I'm not like completely butchering Lisa. I think like initially when I drew the old one, I didn't like it right off the bat, and I'm surprised I didn't like end up either trying to fix it more or redrawing it more. Or like redrawing it immediately is what I mean. Similar to like the one I did of March, where I knew I didn't like it, so I should have like redrew it. I'm planning to take a class called Intro to Game Studies when I go back to college, but that will depend on what schedule I can find for it. That's cool that there's like Intro to Game Studies. I remember there was a girl in my class who was like, I think up until like the 3rd year, she was interested in doing like a lot of like printmaking, intermedia, and she just like tinkering with stuff. But as soon as we had like a chance to do game, I don't even know what that course was called, but it was like online and only a select few students were able to participate in it. And she got in and then immediately dropped out of our courses because I think she found her passion in making games after she attended a few of those classes or like that course. So hopefully she's doing well. She was like her brain worked very strangely, but like in a cool way. She thought out of the box like so often, which I think is awesome. Do you usually draw everything on one layer? Foreground, background stuff I will keep on separate layers, like anything like that. Or if I need to draw certain elements later, I will usually draw them separately and then eventually merge them. It's just easier so I don't have to keep hopping in between my layers because I find it a little bit more annoying. If I was working on Clip Studio Paint, I would probably keep more things on separate layers for the most part because I have easier access to my layers, but having to open this every time kind of just sucks. So I've acclimated to just doing everything on one layer minus like the background. Like Lisa's all in one layer is kind of the vibe here. As you can see, I have a very unfilled background. But there's disadvantages and advantages of doing this, so just do whatever is like most comfortable for yourself. Because there's a lot of back and forth that I have to do because I also don't do line art. But it makes it very easy if I want to correct something overall because I don't have to go through and sift through different layers to change one thing. I can just paint over top. I know a lot of people who also like, you just make a new layer and paint on top, but I also rely on erasing, so it's just easier for me this way. So just like a personal preference, I don't think it's like necessary to do. Oh, it's good that your redraw is coming out better than expected for your Kokomi one. I think that's like sometimes disheartening if you do a redraw and you still don't like the drawing so much. I was scared about that with the Venti one. I knew for Lisa it wouldn't be as bad as my old one, but I was still scared of like butchering her. strangely. I don't know how to describe it. She was a very interesting person, but she was like very easy to get along with, and I think she's very good at adapting to who, like the energy level of who she's talking to. I always wanted to do it, but with printmaking and other fine art classes studios, I didn't have time or space in my schedule to take them. Low-key wanted to go back and take some screen printing. Screen printing was fun. Out of all the printmaking, screen printing was fun. I feel like when I did, what is it called? Linograph, I think was my least favorite, and woodblock technically was also my least favorite. Screen printing was fun to a certain degree. And then, what is it called? Etching and, ooh, I'm forgetting a very major one. It's like when you're doing with the stone, I forget what it's called, and you have to like burnish your stone basically, and then use chemicals to eat away at the top surface of it, and then send it through the press. I forget what it's called. But that one's, I think, was my favorite because it was like the most delicate for like drawings. And whenever I work with like traditional mediums, I tend to go a very soft style. I was able to like replicate it with soft ground for etching later on. And like learning how to do like the airbrushing and all that stuff. But yeah, I wish I remember what it was called. Oh, lithograph, thank you. Yes, lithograph was my favorite. I drew a lot of bugs. That one I very much catered it towards my professor. He just liked bugs, and he kept recommending it to me, and I'm like, I'll draw the bugs. But because of that, I think he liked me a lot in the class, so I got a little bit of freedom. Because I needed an extension on one of my projects because I had an emergency, like a family emergency, so I had to leave the country for a very similar reason to this year. But he literally would sit down with me and we'll look at like the tiny little, I forgot what they're called. They're almost like little negatives of photos. And he would just explain to me about all these bugs. He was very nice though, and I thought he was like, he's like the meanest, crankiest looking old man I could ever imagine, but he's like so sweet. Him and the tech love to tease me because I'm so quiet, but because like there was another time where there's like another prof and my tech, one would speak Polish and the other one would speak German, and they were just both speaking it to me, and I just look at them blankly. Like, why are you doing this to me? I like my techs. My techs and my printmaking studio. I think there was 3 of them technically. All lovely. Lovely people. My professor only ever used it. We only did, I guess, etching, but it was like with solar plates. Solar plates? Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of them. We've used copper plates mostly for etching, and then for lithography, obviously it's with the stone. And then whatever fine art paper you wanted to use. My friends like the joke, but I used to have, well, I still do have them technically, but it doesn't make sense anymore because I don't do printmaking. But I gained like a lot of muscle in my upper arms because of like, how is it called? Burnishing? Basically like washing the stones, because it takes like several, I don't even know, like half an hour, and we're just like in the washing studio and you're like buffing out your rock. to prep it for like a new drawing because you have to get rid of like all the etching on the top surface. I think in general, out of all my courses, printmaking was the most informative. I need to see if I can find my notes because it would be nice to also like check how I used to do like framing and mounting for art prints and stuff. Oh, you finished your line art? I'm glad. Line art is very long and tedious. Solar plates are with water, sunlight instead of chemicals. It was interesting, and the plates were a gold. Oh wow, that sounds really pretty. Do you still have to burnish your plates? Similar to copper? Because like for copper and doing like etching for hard ground or soft ground, if you wanted like white area for your print, you had to get rid of like all the grit off of the copper and make it like as shiny and mirror-like as possible. Do you have to do that with a solar plate? I love learning about mediums, so thank you for indulging me, by the way. Any tips for digital art? I've tried sketching digitally a few times, but I get overwhelmed and stop. Honestly, I get intimidated as solely draw traditionally. I'm not used to it. Depending on the program, I'm sure you can find some brushes that are very similar to traditional, like pencil or pen, and maybe that can get you a little bit more of a familiarity with using it, and then as you get more used to just using the tools, you can branch out to trying out some of the other digital tools and maybe try like coloring and flats and all that stuff as well. So I gotta go and eat and sleep. Bye. I also might draw Akemi and Sata later and post it on my community post. I'll be sure to tag you. Oh, thank you, Chalky Milk, and thank you very much for dropping by to the stream. Have a good sleep. I guess like you have to eat before, so have a good meal and as well as sleep. Coloring Lisa actually took me a lot longer than usual. That's okay, I think. Other than her clothes, probably. I don't see this taking too long. I don't know if I can finish her on stream though. It's already 9 p.m. and I have to do something else first. Similar though, you use transparencies under sunlight and scrub it gently with a brush under water in a specific temperature, and then use a hairdryer to solidify the emulsion after. Oh, cool! It's been 78 years since I've last done it, but it's a neat process. I might have to look this up more. I'm interested in seeing how the prints turn out, because that's cool. If you've never tabled at a convention before, would you say it's hard to break even with the money you spent getting a table? Ooh, I think you have to know your audience very well. I have always broke even with my table. I cannot say that I broke even in terms of if you purchased, I guess like if you go to a manufacturer and get your merch done elsewhere, there are probably times that I have not broken even with manufacturing my merch. But with the table, I think it's like, there's some things you can do to play smart with making sales, but I think definitely know your audience and know your strong suits so that you can appeal to people at the convention. Because luckily at the time when I was doing my very first time tabling, I think Boku no Hero was very popular. I did Sailor Moon, I did like pretty mainstream stuff, so I think that's probably the reason why I broke even. Right now, I'm doing slightly more niche things at my table, but I have Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, which I know performs fairly well. And then I also have Haikyuu that tends to perform very well. I've dabbled into Dungeon Meshi, Skate, like a few fandoms, but like there's stuff that I personally enjoy, which is like why I don't mind making stuff for them. But it's good to do a little bit of research to see what's popular at the time. And I've mentioned this before, if you know the VAs that are going to be attending the convention and you like any of the series that they particularly voiced in that's like somewhat current, I highly recommend making prints of that character that they voice, because a lot of the time when it comes to like autographing and fan signings for those voice actors, a lot of people are looking for smaller prints that they can sign and have like a physical object so that they can bring to the voice actor, you know? So there's certain things you can play smart if you want to like boost your sales per se. You have trauma from doing wood and lino cut? Did it for high school and man, it was rough. My teacher was rather picky. Oh, at least it wasn't like physical trauma. I've stabbed myself twice, one in the finger and one in the palm by accident from doing lino cut and wood cut. I think I've talked about this, where I would drip like all the way in the studio until I got to the sink, and I went too early in the morning, so I had to wait 20 minutes until someone arrived because I didn't want to drip blood everywhere, because there was like no paper towels near the sink. So I had to wait until luckily one of my classmates finally arrived at the studio, and then he got the first aid kit for me. But it sucks to have like a professor or a teacher that's like so picky that it ruins your experience. Granted that like you're not the one pushing the boundary too much, you know? But it's always nice when you have like a professor that's very open, or like very supportive. Like that's like one of the reasons, like if for some reason the pandemic didn't happen and I went back to school, I would have went into education, got like my education and teaching license and stuff, and I wanted to be one of those art teachers that could like really encourage people. I would have loved to do that. I was just like, I already mentioned, if I have to do teaching, I would have to like get qualifications, otherwise I will have like so much imposter syndrome. Because I know I always say like I'm never really gonna do like tutorials and stuff because I don't think I'm like suited for teaching, but I think if like I was taught how to actually teach and, you know, have like that educational background, then I think I would have more confidence in it. Eventually want to dig into lino and woodcut since that's the opposite of what I learned with carving instead. I think it'd be fun if you can get like one of those very small lino cut kits. I think like you, or like even erasers and stuff, a lot of people do just cutting into like the rubber with like one of the speedball tools you can use. You can do it for like mini stamps and stuff. I think it's kind of fun to do that. I would love to get back into doing that actually. Thank you very much for coming to the stream though, Bluey. I think for solar plates we're used to more in photography, so that might be a better way to find info on it. My professor had her notes about it though. I have pics of the plates and my prints, for example. Oh, okay. We've done photography. I did a little bit because I did design, as well as in one of my art courses we did like the pinhole camera, which is like one of my favorite projects to do. That one's always been fun. I did Artist Alley, and it varies, but definitely small prints of characters from people that have voiced them is definitely a good starting point. Handmade apparel for us was about, handmade apparel for us was about even at MomoCon. MomoCon. I've definitely heard of people attending that one. I don't remember where that one is held, but yeah, I think if you can limit your own costs, that's also a good way to make sure that you don't over exceed, if that makes sense. Like maybe make your own stickers, do research on like little characters and stuff. I'm trying to remember what else. Signage is important. Also conversing at your table if you can also just helps with sales. I'm trying to think what else really helps. Eye-catching displays if you can. But I think it's also okay to not break even on your first few tables, especially because like you're gonna have a lot of inexperience. I think after you attend, like either physically attending one yourself without being a vendor also helps, so you can kind of see what other people are selling, what kind of merch people are looking for, or gravitating towards is always a good idea. I also think it's fun if you have products that a lot of people don't have. Because for me, I've always done like the little derpy 4 or like 2x2 stickers, and a lot of people enjoy those ones. You can also do very generic stickers too if you're not into like fandoms. So like food items are popular, any like cute aesthetic things. You could do like galaxy themed things, constellations, you can do floral, you can do like cute drinks, plants, household items. Like there's a lot of things you can do. Motivational quotes even. Like sometimes it's good to have like a widespread, because if you're not appealing to people who are just at the anime convention looking for anime, some people are there just for like the vibes. So, you know, having generic items also work out well too. You don't have to be specific to a fandom per se. Because I used to do like the Completo little star candies in jars with hollow film. I've done like little household plants. I've done like Japanese sweets. I've done boba. I've done... What else did I do that's like more generic? I guess for Genshin, I would do the little slimes. I would do the visions as well. And I have like a lot of ideas that I want to do for like very tiny charms. Oh, that's also another thing. If you're into a fandom, I think having a lot of characters done like either in stickers or like very small charms are very popular nowadays. I've been seeing a lot more of like the mini charms. I don't know if it's because like people are like attaching it to their bags nowadays and their phones again, because before, once like smartphones became more prevalent, they got rid of like, you know, ways for you to attach acrylic charms or like anything to your phone at this point. Like even right now, I've reverted back to putting danheng on my phone case because it has like the little 2 holes. But prints are good. You can do them yourself. You can get them cheaply done at like local places as well. If you have the ability to, and you're tabling maybe with an assistant or a friend, I think an extra way to earn some money at your table is also doing commissions. At least like from the conventions I've been tabling at more recently, it seems like a lot more people are able to do them, which is great. I don't know if it's like right after the pandemic, it seems like there was like a very big dip in terms of like people did not really do any sketch commissions, but the last 2 that I've been to, there has been quite a few. So I'm hoping it's like a resurgence of them, because it's nice to be able to get sketches or like personalized commissions of your own OCs or characters. So I think that's always fun. I think buttons are also another way you can kind of like cheaply make merch if you're able to splurge a little bit on either a machine and like the little parts, but then you can make a lot from that, and you can potentially make like a varied amount of designs and a lot of them at once. So it's another one too. Okay, that's why I have a friend in Atlanta, so that's maybe where I've heard of it. A 6.5 hour drive, dang. Hello Rin, I just want to let you know that you're a huge inspiration in my art, and you're the one who inspired me to try different mediums, and that I love watching your vids, and that your art is so amazing. Thank you! I appreciate it, Crescent the Young Artist. Appreciate it, thank you so much. And I'm glad you're branching out to different mediums, that's always exciting. I think also, you don't have to be too pressured into making all, what is it called, relevant and mainstream things. There's also something nice about attending a lot of conventions and finding your little niche, because there's nothing more gratifying than being, I don't know how to explain it. Being one of the only artists drawing like for a very specific fandom, and then having a group of people just like really loving your table and being able to converse with them about that series. Which is why like I always feel not great drawing stuff that I am not part of the fandom of, because I'm not able to converse with the person about it if they were to ask questions. Which is why, like, if it's mainstream, I have to have, like, some general knowledge of it. I don't want to be, like, in the dark about it and just drawing it for the sake of, like, popularity. You're gonna design more OCs, Alicia? Good luck with it. Your designs are always so pretty, too. Welcome back, Bluey. Kaisengo's spin. I didn't know where to put him. I technically... I don't know if he was gonna be... He was bigger earlier. Well, let's put him there. I'm trying gouache and watercolor, the Himi brand, and I love them. Oh, I'm glad. I think it's fun to learn how to play with watercolor and learn gouache as well. Watercolor is so fun. I always feel inspired when there's like, I think 3 Japanese artists that I follow specifically that do watercolor. I just love watching them. Painting is just so therapeutic to watch, I love it. I think there's a way I can incorporate a little bit more green somewhere else. Then again, it kind of makes her eyes pop, so maybe I should be okay. So I don't know if this is gonna look too out of place. love your rendering. Right now I'm drawing with you. I just finished line art. I don't know why that took me 3.5 hours. Your videos and lives are so relaxing and are my art making motivation. Thank you. Also, I'm glad these can provide a little bit of company for you while you work on your line art. And I think 3.5 hours is actually pretty good for line art though, considering how line art can be super tedious. And there's always no need for speed, unless there's a deadline. Yeah, feel free to draw my OCs. Just be sure to tag me because I would love to see it. But you have my permission to. I'm just glad you guys like my OCs enough. Enough to draw them. Or like just even to talk about them is always nice. Because I'm planning, hopefully, after I get like good pace on the redraws and just getting new illustrations out as well, I am going to go back and do the flower zine. I'm still a little bit iffy on the direction I want to do the flower zine in, and I think that's what's stopping me after I finished all the initial illustrations for each of my OCs. I still have to do one for Arakan, and I have one planned in my brain, but I don't know how I want to execute it quite yet in terms of like the flower type that I want to give him alongside with like a color palette. All the Japanese artists that I see are so good and that they put so much detail into them. I love, I don't know, there's so many Japanese artists I love, especially when they work with like watercolor or like Copic markers or something like that. I just love seeing all the detail, and that's like another place where I'm like super envious of like not having the patience to do super detailed clean line art is when doing like watercolors or Copic marker illustrations or something like that, because it would definitely be more helpful and a little bit less frustrating if I were to do line art rather than like winging it and having to do it afterwards. Tyson slowly moves on the layout. I mean, I can technically keep moving him like every minute. He'll slowly move towards the center. What time do you wake up? Before I used to wake up so early even though I slept late, but now I wake up around 12 p.m. 12 p.m? Right at lunch. If I'm super tired and I fall asleep around like 5 or 6 in the morning, then I probably will wake up naturally just at 11. But if I have my alarm, I wake up at 9 because I do sleep at like 2 or 3. So I need like, ideally 5+ hours would be nice for sleep. But 9 o'clock, I don't have like a super early start, just because like I don't really need to, and I'm more of a night owl, so I like staying up at night instead. Kaisen spinning in a pumpkin is so hypnotizing. I don't know, I love the spinning Kaisen one. I do want to make other ones of my OCs. Like I do have, let me see if I can grab them really quick. How do I do this? Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I put them. What's the problem? But I think nothing beats the spinning Kaisen pumpkin, to be honest. Where did I put everything? OC folder. Yeah, where did she go? Wait. What? Where did she go? Oh. Wait. Wait, why did she keep disappearing? Hello? Okay, there she is. Jeez. Where'd it go? Forget who else I have. I think I have one of Sato as well. I just don't remember what hers was. Where is hers? Huh. Wait, I don't know where hers went. I know I have it somewhere. Interesting. I don't know where Sato's is. They do be spinning. Add source, browse. How did I lose Sato's? Because I think she was on a Christmas tree. Spinning. I have this one, maybe. It's like decking my stuff out with my random gifts I have of my OCs. I don't know where Sato's went. Dang. Have all the holidays. I had 2 for Christmas. I had a really stupid idea of like Kaisen rolling around in an ornament. Like him with his legs out as the ornament. I think I showed this before. But I don't know how I would do his face. And this would be like his feet and his arms. But then you wouldn't really be able to see his face. But then he would roll. You tell that I love Kaisen so much. Eventually. When I find a better way of like positioning him, I will make him. I'll make him also spin again, a different way. I love your art style, it's so soft. I'm sorry if I said something wrong, English skill is so bad. No, your English is great, thank you. Salty Mer, thank you, thank you. He's being bullied. Lovingly. He's my favorite to put into like stupid situations. Oops, wrong way. I'm sad I can't find the Sato one. You want to redo the illustration you did of Masaki and Kaisen? I like that one a lot though, thank you. I need to think... Oh wait, I have one of Akemi as well. Not as like a spinning one. I have so many files on here. Oh, he's huge! This one was like really simple to do though. He's huge. I don't know where to put him though. This is gonna be a clutter here. One day I'll make like proper gifs of like all of my OCs and then I'll have them like appear on stream or something every so often. Cause I wanted to make like an OC intro via like live 2D. I was gonna do that for like my stream intro. Or for like, if I need to switch scenes or something, I think it would be cute to have them as like my stingers. One day, once I have time, I'll tackle all the projects I want to do. I had it like all planned in my sketchbook too. I don't remember if it's in this one or it's in a different one, but... Of course, yes, that shine. I had to. The sillies. Should I add Masaki? I feel bad not having Sato's. I have like a bunch of Masaki. Ooh, wait. If I put this one will be so sad. This one spins too. I have so many stupid gifts of like my OCs and stuff. I want to make more, that's for sure. The entire screen is just gonna have like all of my OC gifts. I have one more stupid one. It's not even stupid, it just feels bad. No, wait. Jeez. A show and tell. Gifts are like one of the most satisfying things to make of like your own characters and stuff, just because like I like seeing them move, and it's sometimes minimal effort for making like the smaller gifts, I guess, rather than like a full animation. He dropped his plant. My poor son. I still have a lot more of like Hansuke has 2. I have 2 more of Masaki. I have another one of Kaisen. So many. And I have like a bunch of 17 ones as well. I wish I still had Sato's. Sato's is like her spinning in a Christmas tree. I do want to make more, so maybe I'll show the process of some of them in the future. I'll have to see where I put it, because I know I had the file somewhere. I guess it's just not saved into my OC folder. Because like I have a PureRef folder, or a board, I guess, that has all of my OCs in it, and I know I have the Sato one. I guess like looking at my files, I only have her 2 PNGs, which is strange. Because I know she has a gift somewhere. I might have to re-export it. Maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, I don't know where it would be. Because I don't think I have any other Sato gift that I could pull up. Because Kaisen I have a lot. Or not a lot, I have one more. I think. It's not really... Let's see. I like the transparent ones because it's just less in the way. But I have this one. This one's big. Oof. Too big. It's like nowhere to put you guys. It's too many. The big Kaisen. Jump scare for real, for real. I'm sorry, like I guess like because I always make my files so large. It's just how they're gonna appear initially. All of our children wanted to show up for stream except for Sato. No. I don't know where else would it be. Because unless I kept it in here, which I don't think. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. She's in a different folder. She's in my video folder. She always looks so silly. There. Guest VTuber. Kaisen. There she is. She wasn't even in my pictures folder where I keep all my art usually. We all cheer. Sato! I would like to make a spinning gif, like, of all of them. Just in general. But I don't know what to put Masaki. Well, there's an easy one that I can do for him. But then I need one for oh, I don't have one for Koji. Ooh. I don't even know if I have a gif for him. I don't know if I have a gif of Koji. This is sad. Check. Koji. Oof, I don't think I do. Ah, I don't have one for Koji. Dang. Yeah, I don't have one for Koji, unfortunately. I'll make one next time. Maybe I will make one on stream another time. I should make one that's like he's actually upset. Spinny Masaki? I do want one for Masaki to be included. Like, I think he could be in a clover, is what I wanted him to be in. Or in a potted plant, I think would be cute. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I don't think I'll have it for next time, because I don't know when I'll stream next. It might be sooner than I'll be able to complete it, but I think I have an idea that I can make for all of them, and it shouldn't take too long. But I'm gonna have to get rid of all these the next time I stream. I have a different idea for all of them can participate. Okay, since it's almost 10 p.m. and I need to finish editing, I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. I know I spent like too much time looking for gifts, but here's the progress for this. Let me import. Whoops. What is it doing? So many old ones. Old Lisa and the current Lisa. But I'm probably gonna darken up her eyes a little bit too. They're a little bit too light. At least for the top, because I feel like there needs a little bit more contrast in her face. But let me go through the time lapse real quick. All the junk on my screen. With all my OCs. It's okay. I love them dearly. But progress for today, I will probably continue to work on her off screen. And I think Kaya and Amber will be for a video, so we'll see if we can get that done as well this week. But yeah, I still have like a bit of her hair on the side to work on. Clothing, and then I need to touch up things in her hat a little bit more, and I think she'll be done. I might add like dust particles or something more appropriate for a library. But I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me for today's stream. I don't know exactly when I'll stream next time, but we'll work towards getting back into like a regular schedule, hopefully at least by the end of summer. I would like that. As well as I will make gifts of all of my OCs appropriately so that none of them will get left out, because this is a mess of everything here. But yeah, thank you very much for coming, guys. Bye bye.